This is Mugen Lord, and welcome to an episode of Breakdown, and today we will be covering Dissidia Final Fantasy NT with an introduction to game mechanics. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT isn't your traditional fighter. In fact, it is better known as an arena fighter. This subgenre of fighting games allows players to face against one another in free-roaming environments, and oftentimes, stages, mobility, and a character moveset that takes advantage of these two elements play a crucial role in how the meta is developed. Examples of arena fighters are Pokken Tournament, Gundam Versus, Black Clover, Quartet Knights, Jump Force, My Hero Academia, One's Justice. In the case of Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, it is a team-based 3 vs 3 arena fighter where players can select heroes and villains from the various different Final Fantasy main games and spin-offs. In Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, you and two other teammates must remove 3 life stocks from the opposing team by incapacitating them with a devastating HP attack. In the upper left hand corner of your HUD, you will see a life bar divided into 3 sections. This is your team's life stock. It is color coded to represent blue team versus red team. Your opponent's team stock will be located underneath your team's life stock. Unlike your traditional fighting game where players are given a health meter to represent how much life they have left before they are defeated, in Dissidia Final Fantasy NT you have HP, typical of a traditional RPG. Your HP is located at the bottom of the screen, and your teammate's HP can be found on the left HUD, while your opponent's HP can be found on the right of the HUD. Simply attacking your opponent won't deplete their HP, because in Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, there are 2 different kinds of attacks that will depend on how quickly you can incapacitate your opponent. The 2 kinds of attacks are bravery attacks and HP attacks. Dissidia Final Fantasy uses the bravery system. The goal is to boost up as much bravery points as possible in order to convert and deliver a devastating HP attack on your opponent to incapacitate them. At the bottom of your screen you will find numbers above your HP. These are your bravery points. The goal is to use your bravery attacks by simply pressing the circle button to attack. Each time your opponent receives damage from your bravery attack, your bravery points will increase. The objective is to increase your bravery attack high enough to the point that it supersedes your opponent's HP. Your opponent's bravery points are also located above your opponent's head. Depending on what opponent you are locked onto, if your bravery points glow purple, that means you have enough bravery points to eliminate the target opponent. But I must also warn you that if you're targeting an opponent whose bravery points are glowing purple, that is an indication that they have enough bravery points to incapacitate you. This is where HP attacks come into play. HP attacks are special attacks that is used to deplete your opponent's HP. Each character has 4 HP attacks but can only use 1 before the match begins. I will get into further details about HP attacks in another video, but here are the basic understandings of how HP attacks work. Your HP attack is only as strong as the bravery points you stored during battle. By pressing the square button you will unleash an HP attack that will give you damage equal to your bravery points. So remember, once you store enough bravery points, which is indicated by the glowing purple numbers, you are now able to use an HP attack that is capable of incapacitating your opponent. Now, here is one important thing that you must be warned about. If you receive damage from your opponent, your bravery points will decrease, and you can easily be knocked out of range of incapacitating your opponent if you are constantly receiving damage. You can also do the same in return to your opponent. Once opponent is incapacitated, your bravery points will reset and the process of rebuilding bravery starts all over again. One thing that you must know is that you don't have to wait till you have the required bravery points to incapacitate your opponent. You can use your HP attack to slowly chip away at their HP till they are low enough for you and your teammates to incapacitate them. Besides learning how to eliminate your opponent, you must understand how targeting and maneuvering around the map works. Your character's viewpoint is dictated by what opponent you are locked onto. You can switch to an opponent left of you by clicking L2 and the right of you by clicking R2. If you want to target the nearest opponent, press L2 and R2 together. The big number sitting beside your HP and your teammates is the position marker. This number represents where you're located on the map and is color coded to represent you and your opponent's team. When targeting your opponent, a line is attached to the person you are targeting. When it glows red, it indicates an incoming attack from your opponent. While fighting your opponent's team, a summoning crystal will appear onto the stage. When attacking this crystal, it will fill up your summoning gauge. In order to summon, you must press and hold down the touchpad on your PS4 controller. The casting gauge will charge fast depending on how many of you on the team are charging together. But remember, This will leave you open for an attack, so plan accordingly. I will get into a more in-depth video about summoning at a later time, but as of right now, here are the basics for understanding how Dissidia Final Fantasy NT is played. In the next breakdown video, I will go over EX skills in the class system of the game, and I hope that this video was at least helpful for you guys to understand how this game is played and able to follow what's going on screen during intense gameplay. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Dissidia Final Fantasy NT content. This is Mugen Lord, signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out.